Good morning, everyone. Today you study with me. My name is Leakena. I'm very happy to take you all here. Are you ready to learn, everyone? Yeah, good. So last week you studied with teacher Prach about chapter 5, unit 1. And he also gave you homework, right? Section B, right? So before we start new lessons with me, so I want to check your homeworks. So let's see your homework right here. Yeah, chapter 5, unit 1, section B. Did you do it, everyone? If you did it, let's check your answer with me. This is the answer here. So use the table to make 5 statements starting with if and using may. Number 1, if people are familiar with Cambodia, they may know the forest road. 2, if she doesn't get up early, Dari may miss the bus. 3, if she goes into the forest, she may get lost. 4, if the teachers allow them, they may go into the forest. 5, if there is a map of that area, it may not be very useful. Everyone, check your answer here, right? So have you got the same answer? Yeah, well done, everyone. So that's all of our homeworks. Yeah, so let's go to our new lesson. Okay, so we continue our lessons. English for Cambodia, book 5. Yeah, you are studying Angkor High School, and you are also in grade 11. Yeah, and chapter 5 about lost ways. You know lost way, you studied last week, right? Lost way, Vong Veng Plug. And but today you study unit 2, the journey part 1. Yeah, the journey part 1. ប្រែថាការធ្វើដំណើរភាគទី 1. Yeah, you have to open your book on page 27 and 28. Yeah, touched by me, teacher Leakena. Okay, so before we go to the news unit, so I want to show you some new words like vocabulary here. Yeah, and the first word, emergency. Emergency, part of speech, noun, ថាពាក្យជានាម យើងប្រែថាការបន្ទាន់ ការបន្ទាន់ ឬក៏ការប្រញាប់ So example, like this door should only be used in an emergency. បានន័យថាទ្វារនេះគេឲ្យប្រើប្រាស់តែពេលដែលយើងមានការបន្ទាន់ like emergency exit. Yeah, ច្រកដែលបន្ទាន់. Yeah, and go to number 2, junction. The word junction, right? Part of speech, noun. យើងប្រែថាចំណុចប្រសព្វ ឬក៏ផ្លូវបំបែក. Yeah, for example, an accident happened at the junction of road number 6 and Sivata Road. Just example, everyone. បានន័យថាគ្រោះថ្នាក់ចរាចរណ៍កើតឡើងនៅផ្លូវបំបែក ផ្លូវជាតិលេខ 6 ជាមួយនឹង crossroad យើងគឺ Sivata Road. Okay, go to word number 3, quiet. Quiet, part of speak, adjective. Okay, ស្ងៀម ស្ងាត់. I think everyone understand how to use this word, right? So this is the example, like the teacher always said, be quiet everyone, or keep quiet when you are making noise. So noisy. So be quiet everyone and keep quiet. So let's move to number 4. Wherever. Wherever. Wherever participant conjunction. Conjunction យើងប្រែថាជាឈ្នាប់យើងអាចប្រែថាអីក៏ដោយឬក៏កន្លែងណាក៏ដោយ in any place. In any place. For example, yeah, you can sit wherever you like. នេះថាយើងអង្គុយកន្លែងណាដែលយើងចង់អង្គុយកន្លែងណាដែលយើងចូលចិត្ត yeah. And number 5, carry on. Carry on, carry on. Yeah, phrase. Yeah, ជា clear. យើងប្រែថាបន្តឬក៏ហៅថា continue. Continue. For example, carry on your conversation. Carry on your conversation. Yeah. យើងបន្តការសន្ទនារបស់យើងរបស់អ្នក yeah. And number 6, set off. Set off. Set off participant phrase យើងប្រែថាចេញដំណើរ or to begin a journey. To begin a journey. To start a journey. Yeah. For example, what time are you planning to set off tomorrow? What time are you planning to set off tomorrow? So you can translate like តើអ្នកមានគម្រោងនឹងចេញដំណើរនៅពេលណានៅថ្ងៃស្អែកឬក៏នៅម៉ោងប៉ុន្មាននៅថ្ងៃស្អែក Yeah. So you got 6 words, 6 new words. So let's try to read by yourself, right? So I will read for you one more times. Okay. Number 1, emergency. Emergency. Yeah. Number 2, junction. Junction. Yeah. Number 3, quiet. Quiet. 4, wherever. Wherever. 5, carry on. Carry on. 6, set off. Set off. Okay. So let's try to read yourself. So don't forget copy into your book, right? Have you got books? Don't forget copy it. So I give you 3 minutes to copy the new word here. Okay, let's copy everyone. Okay, have you finished everyone? Yeah, good job everyone. So if you finish copying, and let's open your book on page 27 and 28. Okay, you see unit 2 about the journey part 1. Okay, let's look at section A. Talk about the pictures. 2, read the story. 3, ask and answer the question. Yeah. Okay, you see everyone? Yeah, page 27 and 28. So before you read the story, so I want you to look at the picture. Okay, so how many picture everyone? Yeah, only one picture. So what can you see in the picture everyone? Yeah, you can see what? You can see animal. Yeah, you can see tree. You can see mountains. And also the cars. Yeah, the cars. So how many people are in the cars? Okay, 3. Yeah, there are 3 people in the cars. So who is driving a car? Who is driving a car, everyone? Can you guess? Yeah. Susan. Yeah, good job, Susan. Yeah. So you look at the picture already, right? So I want you to look at the story with me. You see the story? Yeah. So the story, so I want you to listen to me very carefully. Okay? So listen, everyone. I read for you. So last Saturday, Chomroeun and his family were invited to a wedding in a small town about 200 kilometers from their homes. As soon as they got up, they quickly packed their bags, prepared some food and drinks, and set off early. It was warm as George drove through the busy street of Oak Bridge. After some time, there were fewer buildings and more trees, and the air became cleaner and fresher. George and his wife, Susan, had no trouble with the road because it was familiar. After about 2 hours, they reached a junction, and Susan, who was now driving, turned off the motorways. She drove through a small village in the middle of the green hill and stopped under a big tree so that they could have a rest and something to eat. The sun shone brightly and the birds sang. While George and his son David got the food and drink out, Susan looked at the map. I'm not sure exactly where we are, but I think we are nearly there, she said. If we carry on like this, we may get there in time to have a rest before the wedding. Well, wherever this is, I think it's a lovely quiet place, said David. After relaxing for about half an hour, they set off again, driving through the open countryside. On either side, small straight trees waved in the wind. Suddenly, however, the sky began to grow dark and the wind began to blow more strongly. Oh dear, said George. If the sky grows any darker, I think it may rain, and quite heavily. Well, don't worry, dear, said Susan. It's not an emergency. We haven't got far to go. Okay, everyone? Understand the story, everyone? Yeah, you should read by yourself. Try to understand the story. Okay, everyone? So I will read for you one more times and translate for you. Make sure that you understand the whole story and you can answer the question below. Okay, ready, everyone? Ready? So let's listen to me carefully. Okay. Last Saturday, Chomroeun and his family were invited to a wedding in a small town about 200 kilometers from their homes. You know, last Saturday, right? Yeah. ថ្ងៃសៅរ៍សប្តាហ៍មុន ថ្ងៃសៅរ៍មុន yeah. George and his family បានន័យថា George ហើយនឹងគ្រួសាររបស់គាត់ត្រូវបានគេអញ្ជើញ were invited ត្រូវបានគេឲ្យអញ្ជើញ yeah to a wedding in a small town about 200 kilometers បានត្រូវអញ្ជើញទៅចូលរួមក្នុងពិធីមង្គលការនៅទីក្រុងដ៏តូចមួយចម្ងាយពីប្រហែលជា200គីឡូពីផ្ទះរបស់ពួកគេ yeah as soon as they got up they quickly packed their bags and prepared some food and drink and set off early ពេលដែលគេក្រោកពីគេងភ្លាមពួកគេប្រញាប់ប្រញាល់រៀបចំអីវ៉ាន់របស់ពួកគេហើយនឹងម្ហូបអាហារហើយនឹងភេសជ្ជៈហើយនឹងចេញដំណើរពីព្រលឹម yeah it was warm George drove through a busy street of Oakridge បានន័យថាអាកាសធាតុនៅពេលនោះគឺក្តៅល្មម George បានបើកឆ្លងកាត់ផ្លូវដែលមមាញឹកគឺវិថី Oakridge yeah ផ្លូវ Oakridge and after some times there were fewer buildings and the more tree and the air became cleaner and fresher បន្ទាប់ពីពួកគេឆ្លងកាត់ផ្លូវដែលមមាញឹកមក Oakridge ក្រោយមកទៀតពួកគេបានឆ្លងកាត់ផ្លូវដែលមានអាគារតិចទៅហើយពោពេញទៅដោយដើមឈើម្ដងបានន័យថាតាមផ្លូវវាសម្បូរដើមឈើជាច្រើនហើយនឹងខ្យល់អាកាសវិញគឺបរិសុទ្ធស្រស់បំព្រងបានន័យថាខ្យល់អាកាសល្អបរិសុទ្ធ yeah George and his wife Susan had no trouble with the road because it was familiar បានន័យថា George ហើយនិង Susan ប្រពន្ធរបស់គាត់អត់មានបញ្ហារឿងផ្លូវទេពីព្រោះពួកគាត់នឹងធ្លាប់ស្គាល់ពីមុនមកធ្លាប់ស្គាល់ yeah after about 2 hours they reached a junction and Susan who was now driving turned off the motorways បានន័យថាបន្ទាប់ពី2ម៉ោងក្រោយមកពួកគេបានមកដល់ផ្លូវបំបែកហើយពេលនោះ Susan គឺជាអ្នកបើកឡានម្ដង and turn off the motorway បានន័យថានាងបានបត់ទៅផ្លូវធំមួយ yeah motorway for like wide road she drove through a small village in the middle of green hill and stopped under the big tree so that it could have a rest and something to eat បានន័យថានាងបានបើកឆ្លងកាត់ភូមិដ៏តូចមួយហើយពួកគេក៏បានឈប់សម្រាកនៅក្រោម yeah she drove through a small village in the middle of green hill and stopped under the big tree បានន័យថាឆ្លងកាត់ភូមិដ៏តូចមួយនៅ in the middle of the green hill ហ្នឹងគឺកន្លះភ្នំនៅកណ្ដាលភ្នំ yeah small village in the middle of green hill and stop under the big tree ហើយឈប់សម្រាកនៅក្រោមដើមឈើដ៏ធំមួយដើម្បីញ៉ាំអាហារ yeah the sun shone brightly and the bird sang បានន័យថាព្រះអាទិត្យបានបញ្ចេញរស្មីហើយឯបក្សាបក្សីកំពុងតែស្រែកច្រៀង yeah while George and their son David got the food and drink out Susan looked at the map បានន័យថាខណៈពេលដែល George ហើយនឹងកូនប្រុសរបស់គាត់ David ញ៉ាំអាហារ yeah got the food and drink out បានន័យថាយកអាហារចេញយកអាហារគ្រឿងបរិភោគនឹងចេញ Susan looked at the map បានន័យថា Susan គាត់បានមើលផែនទី I'm not sure exactly where we are but I think we nearly there she said បានន័យថា Susan បាននិយាយថា I'm not sure exactly where we are ខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងអត់ប្រកាសថាយើងនៅទីណាទេឥឡូវនេះប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំគិតថាយើងជិតដល់ទីកន្លែងដែលយើងត្រូវទៅ Yeah if we carry on like this we may get there in time and have a rest before the wedding បើសិនជាយើងបន្តដំណើរដូចនេះបន្តដំណើរដូច្នេះយើងនឹងទៅដល់មុនពេលមុនពេលដែលពិធីមង្គលការនឹងចាប់ផ្ដើម Well, wherever this is, I think it's lovely quiet place, David said. Said David, yeah. Well, wherever but បានន័យថាទោះជានៅកន្លែងណាក៏ដោយបានន័យថា well យើងនៅកន្លែងណាក៏ដោយខ្ញុំគិតថា it's a lovely quiet place វាគឺជាកន្លែងដែលស្ងប់ស្ងាត់ស្រួលបានន័យថា lovely គួរឲ្យស្រឡាញ់កន្លែងដែលស្ងប់ស្ងាត់ Yeah, after relaxing for about half an hour, they got set off again, driving through the open countryside. បន្ទាប់ពីពួកគេបានសម្រាកកន្លះម៉ោងមកសម្រាប់បានកន្លះម៉ោងពួកគេក៏បានចេញដំណើរម្ដងទៀតឆ្លងកាត់ the open countryside បានន័យថាទីជនបទហ្នឹង On either side small straight tree wave in the wind ហើយនៅម្ខាងទៀតហ្នឹងពួក the small straight tree wave in the wind បានន័យថាដើមឈើកំពុងតែបក់បោកទៅតាមខ្យល់ Suddenly, however, the sky began to grow dark and the wind began to blow more strongly. រីឯផ្ទៃមេឃក៏កាន់តែងងឹតទៅហើយខ្យល់កាន់តែខ្លាំង Oh dear, said George. George បាននិយាយថា Oh dear, if the sky grow any darker, I think it may rain and quite heavily. បើសិនជាមេឃកាន់តែងងឹតទៅដូច្នេះខ្ញុំគិតថាវាប្រកាសជាភ្លៀងខ្លាំងមិនខាន Well, don't worry dear, said Susan. It's not an emergency. We haven't got far to go. តែកុំបារម្ភអីយើងមិនបន្ទាន់យើងមិនន័យថាយើងអត់បន្ទាន់ទេពីព្រោះថាយើងជិតដល់កន្លែងដែលយើងទៅហើយ Okay, everyone? Have you got it? Do you understand the lesson, everyone? If you understand it, so let's go to the 5 questions below. Let's see the 5 questions. Yeah, look at the 5 questions below and find the answer in the story above. Question, page 28. Yeah, number 1. Why did George, Susan, David set off early? 2. Why did they pack back to your things? 3. Where was the small village? 4. Why did they stop under a big tree? 5. Why would Susan like to arrive early? Okay, so there are 5 questions and you have to read through the story again and find me the answer. Okay, everyone? 5 minutes for you to do it. Okay, let's do it, everyone. Have you finished, everyone? Yeah, good job, everyone. You got all the 5 answers, right? So if you got the 5 answers, and let's check it again with me. Okay? Check your answer here. And question number 1. Why did George, Susan, David set off early? Show the answer here. Yeah. Because they had a long way to go, or they had 200 kilometers to go. 200 kilometers to go. Okay. And question number 2. Why did they pack back the things? Yeah. The answer here, because they were going to stay in a small town or somewhere that night, or couldn't return to their home that night. Yeah. And move to another question. Where was the small village? The small village, no. Yeah. In the middle of the green hill in the open countryside. Okay, good job. And question number 4. Why did they stop under a big tree? The answer here, because they wanted to have a rest and something to eat. And the last question, why would Susan like to arrive early? Because she would like to have a rest after a long journey, or before, after. She would like to have a rest before the wedding. Okay. So everyone, have you got the same answer? Okay, good job everyone. So you finish answering the question, and don't forget, copy it into your book. Okay, I will check it. So if you finish, copy the answer here. So I want you to look at section B. Yeah, section B. Read the clue and use them to fill in the gaps. Yeah. Here. Look at section B, page 28. Yeah. Read the clue and use them to fill in the gap. So they want you to complete, to take the word in the box to complete it. But before you start doing this, so I want you to learn more about subordinate clause with so that, as soon as, and while. Otherwise you can do it correctly. Okay, you use so that, as soon as, and while. This is we call subordinate clause. So subordinate clause here, subordinate clause is clause that cannot stand on its own. Okay, is clause that cannot stand on its own. Just look at here, so that it is a subordinate clause. It means that one event that must happen before a second event can happen. Just look at the example. Like, I will study hard so that I can pass the exam. I will study hard so that I can pass the exam. អញ្ចឹងយើងប្រែថាខ្ញុំនឹងប្រឹងប្រែងរៀនសូត្រដូច្នេះខ្ញុំនឹងប្រឡងជាប់ Yeah. You can use another way here. You can use យើងអាចប្រើ so that នៅពីមុខប៉ុន្តែ don't forget comma. Like, so that I can pass the exam, I will study hard. So that I can pass exam ហ្នឹងបានន័យថាកន្សោមហ្នឹងគេហៅថា subordinate clause. បើសិនជាយើងនិយាយថា so that I can pass the exam, it means that you don't understand. You don't understand the sentence. Okay? The clause you don't understand. So that I can pass the exam. I will study hard so that I can pass the exam. Okay. So let's move to another ones. So as soon as mean an event happen right after another finish. Okay, let's look at here. Example, I brush my teeth as soon as I wake up in the morning. យើងប្រើថាម៉េចដើម្បីតែខ្ញុំដុសធ្មេញភ្លាមពេលដែលខ្ញុំក្រោកពីគេងបានន័យថាខ្ញុំក្រោកពីគេងភ្លាមខ្ញុំដុសធ្មេញភ្លាម Okay, you can use another way as soon as. So as soon as I wake up in the morning I brush my teeth. អញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើប្រាស់ as soon as នៅពេលនេះយើងប្រើប្រាស់នៅពីមុខដូចគ្នា but don't forget comma បើសិនបើយើងប្រើនៅកណ្ដាលគឺអត់មាន comma ទេចាំ Okay everyone, so let's move to while. Yes, while mean two events happen at the same time បានន័យសកម្មភាពនឹងកើតឡើងដំណាលគ្នាពេលតែមួយ For example, Sok study English while Tida study Chinese បានន័យថាម៉េច សុករៀនភាសាអង់គ្លេសខណៈពេលដែលធីតារៀនភាសាចិនអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចប្រើប្រាស់ទម្រង់មួយទៀតបានគឺអី while Tida study Chinese, comma, Sok study English អញ្ចឹងបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចយល់បានទាក់ទងទៅនឹងការប្រើ subordinate clause with so that, as soon as and while អញ្ចឹងបើបងប្អូនមានបញ្ហាអីបងប្អូនអាចមើលទៅលើការប្រើប្រាស់នេះម្ដងទៀតហើយមានចម្ងល់បងប្អូនអាច message or messenger or using telegram មកសួរអ្នកគ្រូបាន Okay everyone, and don't forget copy it into your book. Okay, when the school is open, yeah, so I will check it. Okay everyone, so please copy this and read again and again. Make sure that you understand how to use so that, as soon as and while. Okay everyone, yeah, copy it. Five minutes. Have you finished everyone? Yes, good job everyone. So if you finish, copy this, but don't forget I give you some work to do next week. Section B, yeah, section B, as your homework, page 28, right? This is your homework, and don't forget do it. And next week I will give you the answer. Don't forget compare the answer with me. Don't worry that you are making mistake, everyone. You can learn it day by day. Okay, you will know how to use subordinate clause with as soon as, so that, and while correctly. So I hope everyone enjoy studying English with me. And this is the times. That's it for today everyone. So goodbye everyone. So please stay safe, wash your hand, and goodbye.